I welcome you to the fifth session of Time and Work. In this session, we will take a look at the concept of work equivalence method. So, what is work equivalence? For example, if 25 men work for 10 days and produce 1000 jobs. Now, we have two views to look at this. One is the output side and one is the input side. On the output side, we have 1000 jobs that have been produced. And on the input side, 25 men have worked at it for 10 days. And we all know that input is equal to output. And by the same token, output is 1000 jobs. Input is the effort applied by 25 men for 10 days, that is 250 man days. And we also know that work is equal to rate into time. Now, what is the work done? The output, that is 1000 jobs. Rate is not known to us. And time is 250 man days. So we have rate is equal to 1000 upon 250, that is 4 jobs per man day. This equivalence of output and input is known as work equivalence. We will use this method to solve some types of questions in time and work. Let us see a couple of questions which are based on this concept. First, if 20 men working for 30 days build a wall 6 meter by 4 meter, then how many men will be required to build a wall 8 meter by 6 meter in 40 days? Now we have two sets of input and output. In the first set, we have 20 men working for 30 days and their output is a wall 6 by 4 meter. In the second case, we have some number of men who are working for 40 days and their output is 8 meter by 6 meter. Now here is how we will write the work equivalence equation. Now there will be two work equivalence equation. In the first equation, 20 men working for 30 days. So this is the time multiplied by rate must be equal to 6 into 4. 20 into 30 is actually the man days time into rate is equal to work. Now the reason why I am supplying this equation below is to show you that our basic equation does not change ever. It always remains work is equal to rate into time. Similarly, we write down the work equivalence equation for the second case. In the second case, the number of men is not known to us, so we assume that to be m multiplied by 40 days. So m into 40 is the time or the number of man days multiplied by the rate of work is equal to 8 into 6. And you can again see the work equivalence working there. So all you need to do now is just divide a second equation by the first equation. If you divide the second equation by first equation, m into 40 into r is equal to 8 into 6 divided by 20 into 30 into r is equal to 6 into 4. Now all we need to do is just simplify. M is equal to 8 into 6 into 20 into 30 divided by 40 into 6 into 4. And on solving this further, we will get the value of M as 30 men. So we saw how we can use work equivalence equation to solve such questions of time and work. Let us solve one more question. 20 men working for 30 days at the rate of 8 hours per day build a wall 6 meter by 4 meter by 3 meter. Then how many men will be required to build a wall 8 meter by 6 meter by 4 meter working 40 days at the rate of 10 hours per day? Again, there are two situations here. In the first situation, 20 men work for 30 days at the rate of 8 hours per day and their output is a wall that is 6 by 4 by 3 meter. In the second case, you do not know the number of men, but they work for 40 days at the rate of 10 hours per day and their output is 8 meter by 6 meter by 4 meter. So again, writing the two different work equivalence equation, 20 men into 30 days at the rate of 8 hours per day. Now here it is not exactly man days, but we get man hours. So 30 days into 8 hours, so 240 hours worked by each of the 20 men. So we get 20 into 240 man hours. However, it does not change the concept. So 20 into 30 into 8 into R, that is the rate of work, must be equal to the output. And what is the output? 6 into 4 into 3, a wall which is worth 6 into 4 into 3. So we see work equivalence at work. So 20 into 30 into 8 gives you man hours, that is the time. Then R is the rate, and the output this time is in volume, which is equal to the work. We can also write a similar work equivalence equation for the second case, m into 40 into 10. This gives you the number of man hours that are required, multiplied by rate is equal to 8 into 6 into 4. And we can see that equivalence. M into 40 into 10 is nothing but the time, R is the rate, and 8 into 6 into 4 is the work done. So just to show you that work equivalence equation is still at work here. Now dividing the second equation by the first, we'll get m into 40 into 10 into R is equal to 8 into 6 into 4 divided by 20 into 30 into 8 into R divided by 6 into 4 into 3. So on simplifying, we get m as 8 into 6. We take the like terms on one side. So m is equal to 8 into 6 into 4 into 20 into 30 into 8 divided by 40 into 10 into 6 into 4 into 3. On solving it, we get the value of m as 32 days. With this, we come to an end of this particular session. If you have any feedback or any query, please feel free to write to us at studentservices@pfindia.com. Thank you very much.